Hi, I'm Kerry. I'm practice manager in the south, so I'm linked with Rebecca, who's the practice manager in the north. I'm a social worker and I've worked for community foster care for a year. I'm also a single parent and have a son who's 24 who's in the army, and I'm also a qualified counsellor. So we're hoping to start a therapeutic reflective group with foster carers, which we're calling Fostering Curiosity Group. The group will be made up of foster carers, myself and Phil, who's one of the therapists that work with us at the agency.
Hello, I'm Phil Faulkner. I'm a psychodynamic organisational therapist, qualified social worker and consultant with 30 years experience of working with children and young people in residential care, fostering and adoption.
So the idea behind the group is to support carers to have a reflective space to think about their children and young people that they care for, to think about the impact on them as foster carers, because it is a hard and challenging role. It differs between a support group because we have a therapist as part of the group. So we will be asking carers to talk about an interaction with that child and young person and really look at the thoughts and feelings of the carer and to think about what might be behind the behaviours of the young person. So that's why it's slightly different to a support group.
What we tend to find is that new ideas and new thoughts emerge out of the discussions that start with presenting something.
The research has shown that for foster carers, it can be really difficult to keep being reflective and thoughtful for children that have got severe trauma. And the idea behind these groups are to give that space for carers to be able to do that.
To help the situation feel more sustainable and ultimately for a sense of placement stability and children being able to grow their ability to thrive and succeed.
And it will help children and young people's emotional and psychological well-being, as well as support for foster carers. So the sessions will be fortnightly for about an hour and a half. It is a new initiative for community foster care, so it's quite exciting.
It's really an opportunity to be there at the beginning of a new way of supporting foster carers for CFC that helps with thinking about difficulties, but also about helping carers with their understanding and insight and growing capacity to be able to increase their expertise, knowledge, and also resilience in terms of self-care. All of those things hopefully are going to be outcomes of this group.